Hey, Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist.
Adam, I realized our relationship is degenerated to a new low.
Why?
Usually I'm in here, you walk in with that 4 seconds left, and we sort of greet each other and get on with the show. Now we're here 5 minutes early. We don't even make eye contact. Until we haven't yet, as a matter of fact.
Saving it for the show, baby.
Oh, man.
And listen, let me clarify something. When I say saving it for the show, I don't necessarily mean tonight's show. It could be Thursday.
Yeah, sure, of course,
show.
Yeah.
Whenever we used to do the man show and we'd be going through rehearsals and it wasn't going too good, I would always announce to everybody I was saving it for the show.
Yeah, man, were you?
Then I would pause and say, the radio show. We've always delighted everybody.
You never delivered there either.
That's right. Don't tell them.
Yeah,
I think I delivered.
Yeah, nice.
Speaking of the man show, on tonight, 10 o'clock on Comedy Central. Oh, man, big Manovations episode, and I do the soothsaying Tobias. It's quite a night on the Man Show. Beginning of football season.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I loved it, and I love it. I love football. I love football. I love football season. To me, it's a comfort food to me.
Yeah, I was thinking about you today.
I need football.
Yeah, I was watching that Kansas City Oakland game and thought, oh, it's here. But you know what? My kids are so entrenched in baseball. We can't let go of that yet.
Yeah, that's
just weird.
That's the faggoty sport. You got to get them into football. I realized football saved my life growing up.
I know.
I got to play an organized sport, get a little discipline, and excel at something. And I realized now, when I see it as an adult, it feels like my huggy blanket.
Right, like you're right. Your homecoming.
Yeah.
But and you know what? Then what's nice? The weather changed, like the same weekend.
Yes, it's like
nice?
God knew football season was coming, so he cooled it down and farted or blew. Does he blow or fart to get wind? God,
whichever he pleases.
I'd like to think he farts, but he may do that thing, or I don't know what it was, but it was a little breezy. It was like, it was wonderful,
nice. Yeah, it was
wonderful. Nice. And then I started betting, and that's when the trouble began.
Well, Jamie Keller,
cousin Sal.
Okay,
you cannot gamble. You know why you can't gamble? I'll tell you why you can't gamble, or why I can't gamble. Because as you know, any gamble is about 50-50, maybe a little less than 50-50. If you figure in what the house gets or what the VIG is or whatever it is.
Well, you and I have bad luck.
We're cursed.
Yeah, so
why gamble?
It's way below 50-50 for us.
Right.
50-50, we'd probably keep doing it.
I took the Rams, and I took San Francisco. Rams, by the way, I took the Rams and gave away 3 points. Rams, and here's, by the way, when they set those spreads, over, under, and the 3-point and stuff, let me tell you how good they are when they do that.
Oh, yeah.
I took the Rams and gave away 3 points to the Eagles. Rams were beating the crap out of the hapless Eagles the entire game.
They lost with 3 points.
No. The whole game, they were up 17-3 into the fourth quarter, and down on the 8-yard line, the Rams were, and about to punch it in when they threw an interception. The Eagles came all the way back. Rams ended up winning in overtime by 3 points. Now, so that game is a push because the spread is 3, and that's exactly where it landed on.
Smart.
San Francisco, Atlanta, I gave away 3.5. Guess what the difference in points for that game was?
3.5.
3.5. You idiot. How
3
dare
points.
You? 3 points.
That's good. It's good games, though.
So here's the point. Here's the game. Here's my point. I took 2 teams, combined spread of 6 points, and over the 2 games, this combined spread was 6 points. And I gave 6.5, actually. So
That's
I lost
incredible.
one and pushed another. And I don't want to get into the details, but I was just screaming at the television set. John?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Hey.
What's up?
Whenever I ejaculate... Oh, what's up, you guys, first of all?
What's up?
Hey, whenever I ejaculate, like, at night or whenever, the next morning I wake up and I see, like, pimples starting to,
On your face?
On my face, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the question.
Yeah, what morning do you wake up?
Since you've hit puberty, have you ever not beat off the night before? That's the real question.
Or have you ever not woken up with pimples in your face?
Well, actually, yes. I have gone several nights without. Like, if I stop for a night, then the pimples start to vanish,
No.
Like, slowly.
I think you're just sort of what they call a spurious association.
Right, spurious.
You think... You think you're seeing something, but you're not. There really is no association.
No, and you're like Cro-Magnon Man,
Yeah.
where you
hits
figured
somewhere.
out where the volcano erupts each time something happens in the village.
You
and
give a
you've now
sacrifice.
connected it.
Yeah, you sacrifice a virgin, and the volcano doesn't blow up. Well, the volcano's just not blowing up. And people have tried. Yeah, and people have tried to associate it with actually not masturbating causing acne. Some people have said that, or not having sex causing acne, but it's nonsense. All nonsense.
When does acne kick in? Puberty?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than that early acne thing. God willing, puberty kicks in and it gives you a year or two before the zits come flying in. Hey, John?
Yeah.
It's not that. So, do you pop your zits?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. You use a pin. That's what I do. I push that pin right in there.
No,
Pop
John.
them out.
Hey, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
It works great.
Get some treatment for the acne. Acne is a completely treatable
And
disorder.
use that Oxy-10.
Yeah, there's Oxy-10 can work. There's antibiotic lotions. There's some kits you can get now. There's all kinds of stuff that can be done for acne. It's very
that Oxy-10 works so well, that benzoyl peroxide works so well. I'm surprised it's sold over the counter. Because, as you well know, Drew, anything that has any kind of efficacy is not sold without a prescription.
That's right.
This is the only thing that actually works that is sold. I would say Oxy-10 and NyQuil are the two things that actually work that you can buy.
Speaking of this, I saw another case today where a kid had it was like a 21-year-old with a life-threatening infection in his spine. And his parents insisted he go to acupuncturists and stuff. He almost died getting needles put in his foot and in his ear and stuff. And not seeing people who understand how to know the difference between back pain and a life-threatening infection.
Hippie parents?
No, not even.
Was this one of your patients, or you see it on Discovery?
No, one of my patients. I've seen that a lot. I saw another guy. His kid swung a bat and he got this chest pain. Well, he also had a fever, but nobody paid attention to that. And he developed this huge pleural abscess in his chest from a pneumonia.
Yeah, well, what's your point?
Well, he went to weeks and weeks of all kinds of herbs and stuff, and almost died.
Listen, this alternative it's right up there with alternative fuels.
But that's my point. If the herbs and things were so powerful, they would have made him better instead of letting him die, as they almost did.
Here's the deal: the man can kill you, and the man can cure you, but you got to go to the man one way or the other. Becky?
Hi.
Oh, geez, that was loud. You're 19. What's up?
I was wondering if it's possible to partially tear your hymen.
Partially repair?
No, tear.
Oh, tear.
Well, if you
Yes.
put something inside, it will tear, yes.
Okay, like partially, though?
Well, mostly. I mean, what do you mean partially? What?
Well, she means part of the hymen get torn. You mean if your hymen was a snare drum, it's as if we'd cut out half of the top of the drum?
Yeah, but the hymen isn't that complete a membrane. You know what I mean? It's more like, remember the doctor that sat there, Dr. Altman, and gave you the mouth impressions of the vagina?
Yeah, I think I do. I remember kind of closing my eyes because I see the old Jewish guy saying, now my mouth, pretend my mouth is a vagina. I was like, hey, Doc, I'm this close to effing you in the face. You're lucky I haven't had a beer. I'd hop right on you.
Anyway, it's more of a narrowing, and it kind of, you can expand that.
All right, so what's your situation, Becky?
Okay, I'll tell you the story. I was masturbating a while ago, and, I'd done it before, but I'd never gone up that far with my fingers.
What? With your fingers, right?
Yeah, with my fingers. I'd used other objects before, but this time I was using my fingers.
Are you a virgin?
Yes. And when I was done, I noticed that there was blood where I was laying.
No, is it time to have your period?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Did it hurt?
No, it didn't hurt. And
Well, your hymen's already gone. You've been putting stuff up there.
Did you feel any kind of
And you're
obstruction?
19. You're 19.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I had never felt like anything happened before, and after it was done, there was just blood there.
Well, you probably sexual activity can stimulate bleeding from your uterus. I think that's more likely to be the case.
Okay.
Why are you still a virgin?
Oh.
What does that matter?
Why? Because of my show, and I'm curious. That's why.
Well, it's my choice. I've chosen to still remain a virgin.
That's good.
No, listen, I know as a woman it's your choice.
No, he means
19-year-old guy, it's not his choice.
Right. Well, I'm just letting you know that I've chosen to remain a virgin.
No, I understand that.
Let's put it this way. If we could bottle this and encourage...
shut up. What's up everyone's ass all the time? I just want to know why you're 19 and a virgin, and I get this whole story about, it is my choice. Don't get all sanctimonious on me. Just tell me what's up. Are you religious? You're waiting for marriage?
Ask her again. Becky?
Hello?
Hey, what's the reason?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm waiting for marriage.
Okay.
Okay, is that a religious thing?
No, not really.
Is it a health thing? You just acknowledge that this is a healthy thing to do?
Well, I mean, it's kind of, I would like to spend it, like I would like to share that part of my life with only one person. Call me a romantic, but...
That's cool. That's
all right.
cool.
Good times.
All right, Becky.
Okay,
excellent.
but wait, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Now, can I feel my hymen?
You could.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause, like when I masturbate and like I put my fingers up, I can feel like a sort of like round piece of skin. I don't know like how to better describe it. Like,
Well,
That could be the finger from the twin that never fully came to...
I see. They never
in the
separated
womb.
from it?
Yeah, never separated. There was a womb. There.
No.
Oh, yes. Elvis had that.
You can feel your cervix. Some women can be kind of low, but you got to be reaching up there pretty high to get that. So
my cervix. Would it be my hymen?
it could be, or it could be your cervix. It could be
Okay.
just. It's again. You're not.
Look, the guy will believe you're a virgin. if
Yeah,
that's
it's
what you
not.
mean.
Yeah, it's not an issue for a guy. Believe me.
Good times. It's funny. For someone who's a virgin, she's really into the self-exploration.
Isn't that interesting?
And a big time.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, big time.
Becky,
Yes.
you a big gal?
No.
A little bit?
No.
A little bit?
No.
I'm just playing a hunch. Come on.
Why?
I got the big gal thing going.
You
That's
just
what
got the
I'm thinking.
vibe.
Just got the vibe. How tall are you?
5'9".
What do you weigh?
My nightgown.
What do you weigh?
Oh, what do I weigh?
Yeah.
Oh, 130, 125.
All right. Good times.
Okay.
All right.
We support you.
Kinda wonder
We
what-
salute you.
Wondering what's wrong with her.
No. Why?
I'll tell you why. Because non-religious chicks that are at 19 and putting everything in the refrigerator up them, but still want to remain a virgin, they're not getting their pick of the litter. They're not getting a lot of opportunities. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to the parties and having the captain of the football team come by and hit on them.
But you got to.
They would have done something.
Thank God it's finally a different
I'm fine
time.
with her.
It's a different
I'm
time.
fine.
When kids
I wish
are,
there was more people like
kids
Becky
are
out
really
there.
hearing what happens to them if they don't do this, and they're sort of rethinking it all.
I'm kind of like chunky.
Seth,
Yes.
20.
You're 20. What's up?
Yeah, I have a hydro seal in my sack.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And I want to know what it is. What's in it? I've had it ever since I was a baby.
It's
but
just a cyst.
gotten
It's
bigger.
just fluid.
Just fluid.
That's it. They may want to remove it someday, or sometimes blood, sometimes sperm, semen.
No, you get semen in
Well,
there?
sperm really is what it is. More spermatocele.
Okay.
Well, what's the difference between the sperm and the
Well,
semen?
semen is the stuff that your prostate produces that hasn't been mixed in with the sperm yet. Really.
So it would just be pure sperm.
Yeah.
Very potent. Hey, Seth, good times. Can you feel it in your sack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a tumor.
Yeah, but tumors aren't smooth and round like that.
Yeah.
But
So I got it checked by a doctor, and she's going to send me to a urologist.
Good man. That's the thing to do. They'll probably either put a needle in or take it out. It's a pretty simple deal.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Good times.
Bye.
Put a needle in it and what, drain it?
Yeah, notice that slipped right past him. Oh, good. Oh, phew. Needle in my testing. No
Needle
problem.
in the sack.
I noticed
Yeah.
you sort of jump when I said that.
I know. I didn't catch young Seth's ear, that needle in the sack. It's like you have some kind of voodoo sack or something. Do voodoo dolls still work, or have we just gotten away from that?
Oh, yes. With the
Drew punches to Mike. What are we, 14 minutes
That's
into
good.
the show? Fantastic.
It's vanished with the souffle humor.
I'm telling you, kids,
Yeah.
there used to be voodoo dolls about every third or fourth episode of like...
Anything that wasn't a Western.
Dark Shadows or Twilight Zone or something. The voodoo doll was a completely realistic, completely viable method to punish somebody.
Yes, that was part of the American culture at the time.
And it was right up there with like Spanish Fly in that it sounded pretty ridiculous, but on the other hand, you heard about it so much it must exist. It must be worth something. Drew, use the microphone. You know that thing you punch?
I know.
You got to talk into it
I want to
sometimes,
make a
too.
list of the things that we have lost since the 70s, the things that were really, truly...
Drew, do you
reality.
really think this could be worth a damn at the end of the night? And Ann, is there going to be anything on that list that I didn't put there? David,
Hey.
you're 18. What's up?
Hey, I have a lot of problems remembering things and like concentration and stuff.
Yeah, me too.
You had that your whole life?
Say it again.
You had that your whole life?
As far as I can remember, but it's probably not saying much. But yeah.
Because you can't remember? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
So you've had a sudden decline in your capacity for memory? Is that right?
Can you say it again?
All right, hold on. This show's gonna go on for 45 minutes
All right.
because we got Drew over here who talks like he's speaking the Queen's English, and then we got a retard over here who can't remember anything, and we're going to chase our tails.
All right, go ahead. You
let me talk.
You take it. Yeah.
I'll work as a sort of intermediary.
Retard to retard. That's good.
Right, Dave.
Yeah.
You do any drugs?
No.
You ever get hit in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything big? Knocked out?
Lose consciousness?
No.
No. Okay. Were you always this way as far as you can remember?
Yeah.
And how do you do in school?
Well, it wasn't really good. Like I had a lot of trouble. Like say I was doing work and stuff. I have a lot of trouble like remembering what the teacher says or whatever. Yeah. And then like I get really tired and have a lot of headaches and stuff.
Do you have anything that you do remember? Like, do you have a sport that you like?
Not really.
Have you seen a doctor for this?
I did once.
How long ago?
He doesn't remember.
I'd probably say within a year.
Okay. And?
I think she said that I was sent to get a CAT scan.
Good.
Because they thought it was, probably something wrong like that.
And
everybody came. They said there was nothing. They didn't find anything.
So the CAT scan was normal.
Yeah.
Have you been evaluated for a learning disability?
No.
That's what you ought to do. I mean, it seems to me you ought to keep going down that path, particularly if this is a new... They're very, very simple ways to evaluate.
What if you find out you have a learning disability?
They can be treated now. They really can.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How?
It depends what the disability is, but if you were in high school now, they would
If I was?
Yeah, they'd take you and go, oh, Christ, what's the matter with this kid? And they'd evaluate, they'd give you neuropsych testing, and they'd evaluate what kinds of things can be done to help sort of re-circuit your brain a little bit.
I didn't have anything wrong with me, though.
You just couldn't learn. As far as you were concerned, you were fine.
No, I couldn't read because I never learned to read, and I was a horrible student, really sort of based on... Listen, being a student is no different than playing a sport in that, I suck at golf, and it's because I never played.
But they could detect that. They could maybe give you ways to overcome that. And,
they could help my game out a little bit.
Well, they could focus on the
help
fundamentals.
My swing, but
right?
you know what? Let me tell you something. Never be half as good as someone who started early.
That's true.
So it was like kind of lost cause anyway. But listen, we don't have to make everyone a good student. I was a god-awful student, and if they got to me and worked with me enough, I could have just been a bad or poor student. Still wouldn't have went to college. Still would never.
You don't know that.
Imagine
you'd be ruling the world right now.
No, listen. This
philosopher warrior.
Let me tell you something about college. Waste of time unless you're going to go to the next level. You want to be a doctor or a lawyer. You need your advanced degree. Fine, do it. Other than that, it's just a bunch of nonsense.
I could not disagree with you more strongly.
I know. You think you learn how to learn. You think you learn how to.
Some people do.
Gather knowledge.
Some people do.
Idiots do. Please, Drew. It's no help. And with the internet, kids don't need it these days. Yessie?
Yeah, hi.
What kind of name is Yessie?
Oh, it's short for Yesenia.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of name is that?
I have no idea.
No! What's your nationality?
I'm Hispanic.
Okay, well, it's a Hispanic name.
I guess so.
There you go. Okay, it's always a little ringing that has to go on this show. Just come out and say what you are. Never happened. Never going to happen.
Go, what's up, Yessie? What's up?
Okay, well, my brother, he sleeps with, like in the same room as my mom and my dad.
Why?
Your brother Noe, or is it your younger brother maybe?
My younger brother. And, whatever. They just, tell him to go to sleep. He sleeps in the same bed, with them.
Wow.
And, yeah, I know.
Well, why is that? Is there an economic reason for that, or they just...
No, because he's just a little, scary cat.
Bitch?
No, that is not good for him. That is not good for him.
Being 11 and sleeping in the
bed
with him?
That is not good for him. They
Every night?
Yeah, he's a little chicken. He has, his own room. He doesn't want to sleep in his own room.
It's a much more difficult sort of process for the parent to go through to get him to sleep in his room, and that's the parent job, to do that.
Yeah,
so the parents need to do their work.
What do you care? Other than you have a screwy brother. I mean, does it affect you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, like, it bugs me. I don't know. Every time I see, like, my dad, well, it was like, they think he's asleep and they just have sex, and my brother sees it, you know, and, like, it happens to me, too.
Do your parents know that he sees it, or that he just told you?
Well, I told my mom once, and she acted like she didn't care.
Oh,
wow.
Wait. Hold on a second. Your brother goes into your parents' bedroom to sleep with them, right?
Yeah.
Your parents think he's asleep and they have sex.
Yep.
On the same bed.
Yeah, they get crazy all over the place, basically.
All over the place. And then how do you know about this?
Because my little brother tells me, and you could hear him.
I think you should call Child Protective Services.
No.
I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
For reals?
Yeah, I do.
Well, wait a minute. What's your dad do for a living?
He's a manager for SNH Self.
All right. Is that food company?
No, it's like tools.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
Tools. Does he work at a tool place?
Well, it's like tools. They have, like, stereos, and they have, like, a lot of stuff.
No, I'm down with both those things. Okay, your dad's a manager. You got a decent house?
Yeah.
Your mom's a housewife, or?
No, she works.
All right, so everyone has their own room, right?
Yeah.
And what is your brother? You got to get your brother to stay in his room. You got to talk to your mom. She sounds sane. Talk to your mom and say that your brother needs...
No, he already told her. She told her mom.
Hey, what does your mom say
it.
when you tell her this?
Well, she basically tells us, like, it's none of our business or whatever.
Well, you got to listen. Child Protective Services.
What does she say to him?
Say, listen. They're not going to take the kids away for this kind of thing, but they're going to pull the parents aside and go, "Hey, cut it out," which is what they need. Some little parenting classes will help with.
What about your dad? Can you talk to him?
I can't. Sometimes I hate Well, I don't hate my dad, but it just grosses me out. It just I look at him and I could just picture them having sex and just.
Did he do something to you, or did he make you watch something?
No.
Huh?
No.
Come
here and give me a hug.
Did he have a lot of pornography around, that kind of thing, when you were growing up?
Yeah.
See, that's not good.
Did he ever touch you?
No.
That's not good.
Nope.
No, listen, just all that sex.
Does he drink?
No, he stopped drinking. He stopped 4 years ago.
Oh, after he touched you?
Yeah, listen, you gotta. I mean, this is a salvageable situation. But
I hope he never touched me.
Yes, you need some help with this. You really do, and just your exposure to all that material at a young age can really affect you.
Yeah,
it'll affect how she feels about men.
You know, one good night of gas would get your brother right out of there. You know what I mean? Just dad just blowing that big Mexican ass all night. Just, you know, don't you think that would do it?
Oh yeah, Adam. That's in fact one of the most standard treatments for this kind of situation.
Well, the thing that bugs me the more is that my brother makes it seem like if he like seeing my parents do it or whatever.
All right. Okay. Call, I don't know. True. Tell her what to do.
Child Protective Services. Call social services, okay?
How does she call them?
Give me the book. Where's our black book?
What's up with parents? Really? I can't.
I know. Yeah. Welcome to America. Give me the book.
This is not America anymore. What book?
That black book.
I'm not giving you the book. Forget about it. Just tell her to look in the front of the
social
phone book.
Services.
Front of the phone book has everything. All those numbers, right? You want to know how many people the Hollywood Bowl holds? You look in the front of the phone book. No, we're taking a break, Drew. So look at the front of the phone book, has all those emergency numbers, every number. She doesn't even have a pen on her. Just look in the front of the phone book. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Hey, everybody, Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Drew. So, Drew, why don't you, and this will go out to everybody who may want to get ready with a pad and pencil, who may think they may need to call one of these numbers. We'll take a call, and then Drew will read a number off, all right?
Just a random number?
Any number. And in no particular order.
I think I've got a national line here.
All right, but let's take a call and let our last caller was at... what was that? What the hell was her name?
Remember?
Yessie, yes. Yessie can pick up a pencil and a piece of paper, and after this call, we'll give that number out, and anyone else can write it down who may need the services. Justin?
Yo, what's up, dog?
You're 22.
Yeah, Drew, Adam, you guys are awesome, man. I listen to y'all all the time.
Thanks.
And I got a request. I heard some kind of Dr. Drew rap, like the Dr. Drew Shuffle.
Yes.
The boogie was one of the rap.
We had the boogie and the shuffle.
Did you play the shuffle?
I think we played the Dr. Drew boogie on his birthday a couple of times. I don't know if we ever played the shuffle.
We played both.
Oh, we did play both. All right.
Yeah, it cracked me up, man.
And there's apparently a new piece of no. Anderson's saying no. Well, I let Adam pre-screen it before the next before the next segment, because there's a Pan parody.
All right, but no one knows who Pan is, and Anderson's not high on it, so forget it.
Right.
So, hey, Justin?
Look,
yes.
Yeah, well, look, I called because I got, like, an anger problem, man. I get mad a lot, and I hurt people and stuff, you know?
How do you hurt them?
Beat them up and stuff, you know? I'm a skinhead and all that.
Ooh.
You're, wait a minute.
Do you live in Cincinnati?
What kind of skinhead?
Yeah,
wait, listen to this.
He's a white skinhead?
Yeah.
Wow, you sound black.
Nah, I'm a pure white Christian man.
How did I know he's from Cincinnati?
It says Ohio on there.
No, I got it. Yeah, but we have other cities in Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been to Cincinnati a few times last year, and there is such like anger in that city. It's palpable. Everybody.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And Justin just sounds like he feels like that city feels. I don't know what the hell's going on in that.
Well,
town.
skinheads don't like blacks, right?
Well, I just recently became on. It's like with the, I'm sure you guys heard about the riots and all that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
recently became a skinhead.
I've
I'm
always
glad to have you
angry.
aboard.
I've always been angry, man, and that really set it off.
But you know the thing that I find ironic is I thought Justin was black for the first minute and a half I was talking to him.
Yeah.
So it's ironic that he's a skinhead.
I used to be a Crip.
Used to be a Crip?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Isn't that
white Crip?
Nah.
Don't you got to be black to be a Crip?
I used to be with mass black people and all that, you know.
Oh, now I'm totally confused.
Hold on. You used to be a Crip, which was I thought an exclusively black gang.
Nah.
Really? Huh. What if the Bloods are looking for some? Well, they're expanding. They're maybe letting Jews in. Next thing you know.
I was looking to see how I could deal with my anger, man.
Okay, all right. Well, that's
trouble.
Well, what do you do for a living?
Car wash.
Well, seems like a good place to spend your time. I mean, if you're angry, you can throw those soapy towels at cars. You do? What do you get? You get tips?
Yeah, you get tips. Yeah.
Okay.
I get $6 an hour plus tips. I usually bring home about $80 in tips a day. So
wow.
$80 in tips.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's decent. I mean,
that ain't too bad. And plus, whatever change you can get out of the ashtray, right?
Nah, I stole some roaches before. That's
right. Yeah. What are they going to do? Come back and complain? And someone took my drugs. Hey, Justin, let me give you a quick tip. Speaking of tips and car washes, and spread it around throughout the car wash community. Hopefully, it'll start in Ohio and make its way out to California. Feel free to put the goddamn seat back where it was when you got into the car. Every guy who works at a car wash out here in LA is a midget. I'm 6'2", and I got to blow myself to crawl back into my car.
And go ahead and push the number 1 button. That's all you got to do.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I mean, these guys resetting the seats. Now they have to get it back. They just push the reset button. Is it the reset?
Yeah, what is it?
You know?
My rear view mirror faces down on the to the console, and the seat's pushed up past the steering wheel. I use the sun visor as a headrest for the first couple of miles.
Well, Justin, listen, I'm just curious about that town, because when I walk around there, I think to myself, man, every parent in this town must use a whip to discipline their kids.
I'll tell you how it is.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Everybody's angry around here, man.
I know. I've been there. I feel it. But is it? Do you think my sort of take on this is because parents probably beat the crap out of their kids in that town because they're angry too?
I really didn't. That really didn't happen to me, but
okay.
I know people that it has happened.
Well, Justin. You know? All right. Let me ask you this: do you have any plans for the future?
Well, yeah. I kind of want to be a boxer or something.
No, that's good. That's good. That's a good way to channel that anger.
Start training.
Yeah, that's excellent. And then you have.
I've been training.
Okay, where do you train?
I train at Golden Glove.
Okay, well, you stick with that. That helps with your anger.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got into it.
And whatever you do not get into drugs, particularly not stimulants, because that will accelerate all this, and you'll do something insane.
All right, smoke that weed, and hit that heavy bag, and you'll be fine. And Drew, I don't know, what'd she do? Join an anger management group or something? I don't know if he's going to do that.
I doubt it's going to work. But I think having frame ways to act, is constructive ways to act out his anger. But he needs to focus on containing things, not on accelerating all this. So maybe get out of some of these provocative kinds of groups he's in. Because skinhead is sort of a way to act that all out, massage all that craziness.
Buddy?
Yes.
You're 19?
Yes.
What's up?
I believe my mother is a schizophrenic. I am away at college. I'm about 4.5 hours away from home, and she thinks she's going to marry God. We've managed to get my sister out of there. She's
hold on. Is she dating God at this point? I mean, does she have a ring?
I mean,
how old is she?
It's pretty intense.
How old is she?
She is 43.
Okay, and schizophrenia does not come on at 43. She is either doing drugs.
Okay, she was doing drugs, and I know that cocaine can do a very similar effect,
Speed.
Right?
This is speed, probably. Cocaine, no. Cocaine, she'll be by herself in a dark room looking out the window at policemen running around. Speed makes people very grandiose, very paranoid about their family and friends, and real wildly psychotic. Or it can induce, or this could be, a manic episode, which cocaine can leave behind, manic depressive type biology. And whatever it is, she needs to be in a psychiatric hospital. It needs to be evaluated. There is treatment for it.
You want to know, by the way, how you know all these serious born-agains and God nuts are, you know how they're all insane? Because the first thing a person does when they snap mentally is go right to Jesus. Think about it. So, I mean, they think they're his child, or they think they're going to marry him, right? Mm-hmm. The people that are like the born-agains are about halfway there normally. That's just halfway insane. You know what I mean? Nobody goes nuts and believes there's no God and they have no relation to him. They go nuts and think they are God or going to marry God, right?
As an atheist, I agree totally.
Right. So the ones that think that they're going to live in God's palace the second they die and believe all that nonsense, they're about half nuts. That's about it. They're functionally nuts.
I think
think about it, Drew.
You're using,
do the math.
No, you're using logic to describe something that's not a logical.
Thank you.
Phenomenon.
Thank you.
So what we need is proof that part of the brain is activated.
Do the math
in the same way.
Well, put it this way. You go totally. You snap and go wacko. You think you're going to marry God, or you think you are God, right?
Here's what I like. Is you're alone in jail in solitary. That's when you see God.
Right.
Every time.
Okay. So look, hold on a second. What should he do?
Now the question then becomes, though, is that because your brain's receptive in that kind of condition, or is that because
the nuttier you are, the closer to God you get? What should Buddy do?
You got to call the police. You got to get her to the hospital. She's what's called gravely impaired, and they will take her in against her will.
They will. Well, I tried. Okay, she is also addictive. She has alcohol. I visited maybe 2 weeks ago, and she was really drunk, and they said that they wouldn't take her in because of that. So I'm away from home. Can I call them remotely and tell them that?
I would think so. And when somebody is gravely impaired, they have a responsibility to bring her in. And this could be related to her alcohol. She could have alcoholic liver disease. This could be what's called encephalopathy. She could have brain damage from the alcohol. There's a lot of things that can cause this also.
Let me tell you, my parents haven't lost it yet, but the day they do, that's when I put them down. Just like a pet that tried to bite the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You just put them to sleep.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees it's sort of the humane thing to do.
Or again, we could sort of dial back the clock to the 70s when people were put in hospitals with guys in white suits with big nets and straight jackets were everyday occurrence.
I'm going to chase my dad around with a big butterfly net for a while.
And he'll, of course, consider himself Napoleon.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for when people go nuts, they think they're Napoleon.
And then we apply a straight jacket. A straight jacket.
Brittany?
Yeah?
You're 13?
Yeah.
What's up?
I like this guy, a lot, and I was wondering, if I can tell, if he likes me or not.
How old is he?
He's the same age as I am.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, sounded like she was going to say 19.
I heard that too, yeah.
Is he in your classes, or does he go to school with you?
Yeah, he goes to the same school as I do. He's in my literature class, and he's in my PE class, and he's in a couple of my classes.
Why don't you ask him?
Wait a minute. Hold on. He's in your PE class?
Huh? Yeah.
What? You guys have co-ed PE?
Yeah.
You go to a private school?
No.
They got the co-ed PE going in public schools now?
Yeah.
Holy Christ. What's next?
You didn't let me get about that phone number. I'm going to do a prevent child abuse phone number, 2 of them. 1-800-CHILDREN. Okay, 1-800-CHILDREN. That's 244-5373.
What?
Relax. Hang on. This isn't for you necessarily.
Okay.
And the other is 1-800-4-A-CHILD.
All right. 1-800-4-A-CHILD. So anyway, Brittany.
Yeah?
Do you talk to him? Are you friendly with him?
Yeah, I try to be, but he's, really shy, and he kind of, I don't know. I don't know, I was wondering, if I should, ask my friends to, ask him?
No, ask him to the movie. Yeah. Well, no, just ask him to the movie. Well, guys don't mind us saying.
He's 13, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of squirrely.
Yeah. guys don't need a woman stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? It's not as important for a guy or the woman herself come. If he finds out that she's interested through a friend, that's just as good as any other way, if he's interested.
But here's the problem with 13. You may be unable to act as a guy.
Right. So she can ask him to a movie or something. Let's say, I've got an idea, let's go do something. And no matter how sort of squirrely he seems, push it a little bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, don't club him over the head and drag him to the theater if he doesn't want to go. I want you. Are you going to see him tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to wear like some hip huggers or something. Important to put together a sexy package, and talk to him. Talk to him about movies. Is there a movie you want to see?
No particular one.
Okay. Maybe. It's important to think of a particular movie.
Yeah.
Anything out there right now?
Research it ahead.
Not really.
Wait, you're living in Riverside?
Yeah.
All right, so probably not the new movies playing there, but I think like Tora is playing somewhere, or Clockwork Orange or something like that. What movies are in Riverside right now? What year are we in Riverside? 1975, 74? Where are we?
No.
American Graffiti's playing down the street, I'm sure of it.
You guys are going to get a crappy car there soon called the K car. It came out in 79. Don't buy it. It's bad.
That Gremlin's going to go, though.
All right.
Let's see. There's like Jeepers Creepers and stuff like that.
Jeepers Creepers. There you go. There's a scary movie.
And you pick it and get the time and buy the tickets and
No, don't buy the tickets.
All right, well, get
Talk
a
to the
plan.
guy.
Get a plan.
Look, I'll be the guy. Okay. You be Drew. Drew, you be Brittany. You ready? Now, Brittany, you be Brittany. What's the guy's name?
I don't want to say because you might be listening.
All right, we'll just pick a name.
All right.
Bill.
Let's call him Bill.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you come up. I'll be Bill, the guy who's playing the guy you want to go. Go ahead. You ready?
Okay.
No Bills anymore.
Bring the movie up.
Okay.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't know. He's like really hard to talk to. I don't know why.
No. Yeah, I am Bill, so talk to me. Hey, what's happening?
Nothing much.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to ask him to a movie.
No, you don't ask him to a movie. Don't ask him. Ask him. Just bring up movies.
You seen any movies lately?
Much.
Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead. You see?
Well, no, but wait. How,
okay.
you be Brittany.
Here's okay. All right. Here it is. I'll be Brittany.
You be Bill.
You be Bill. All right.
Okay.
All right. You ready? Here it goes. Hey, how's it going there, Bill?
That's exactly what he does.
No, stay in character.
Just be Bill, and Adam will be you.
How you doing? How you doing, Bill?
Fine.
Yeah. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna see Saturday. I was gonna see that Jeepers Creepers. I want to see that movie, but I didn't get a chance to. Stupid brother Kurt is boffing his girlfriend. He wouldn't give me a ride to the movie theater. But I really want to see that movie.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Do you see those billboards around?
Not really.
No, you didn't see that. Do you ever heard of that Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty scary, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, I like scary movies. You like scary movies?
No.
Perfect.
All right.
She's been good, Bill. That's good.
Yeah. I like comedies, too. You like comedies? What kind of movies do you like?
Crappy movies.
I heard that Jeepers Creepers sucks.
It's a crappy movie.
Yeah. I'm going to see that. I think I'm going to see that this weekend. You ever think about seeing that movie?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to go on Saturday. You want to go with me?
I have plans. That's exactly what he does, seriously. No,
then he's
then don't ask him out.
Yeah, then he doesn't want to go out.
No, he's like...
Plan 2, get the pepper spray out.
Yeah, if he absolutely roadblocks you and stonewalls you, then forget it.
No, one time... Okay.
All right, listen. Hold on. I'm getting old here. I got to shave. Brittany, look, you ask him about that. You bring up a movie. Just bring up a movie. If he likes you, he'll tell you he wants to see that movie.
Okay.
If he doesn't like you, he'll tell you he doesn't want to see it and he's not interested.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have plans is like, forget it. Yeah,
Right.
I have plans.
Right. Game off. All right, we'll take a break. Producer Ann, big Chargers fan.
Oh, yeah.
Big Charger victory today. There's the mic.
There we go.
Looking good. Flutie and company over there. All right, let's... Fluky. Let's get to some calls here. Josie?
Yes.
You're 21?
Yeah.
What's up?
Every time, about 98% of the time when me and my fiance have sex, and when he ejaculates, he says it hurts.
It hurts him.
Yeah, for him.
Does it hurt afterwards? It hurts immediately? What hurts? Does it burn when he pees? What's the deal?
No, I asked him if it hurts when he pees, and he says no.
Does he get pain like behind his testes, kind of up in there?
No, just in the shaft.
He gets pain in the shaft during the ejaculation.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Does he have any bending or anything like that weird in his penis?
No.
And
is he having intercourse with you when this happens?
Yeah.
What about when he whacks off? Does it hurt?
He doesn't. Well, as far as I know, he doesn't.
Don't you ask him? Don't you say, "Honey, do you whack off"? Isn't that what you say?
I do ask him, and he says no.
Zip.
He gets plenty of sex. Why should he jack off?
Because he's a male.
Listen, we don't have enough time for me to really get into the nuances of that answer.
Josie was very headstrong in the way she presented
He can make time,
that,
believe me. Yeah, she's scaring me a little.
Yeah.
Does he maybe has a little prostate problem, maybe a little infection or something, Drew?
Pain in the shaft is kind of a weird symptom. Are you insisting, you demanding he have more sex than he wants to?
Okay.
No.
You sure he doesn't say, "Oh, guy, we just did it 4 hours ago. I can't quite keep up," or anything?
No.
Like that. Right.
Well, tell him to beat one out and see if it hurts when he does that.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well. That masturbating is sort of like hooking a car up to the dynamometer, which is, it's not exactly a road test, but you can simulate it and still figure out what's wrong with it without going out on the road.
He needs to see a doctor if there is still continue to be pain, because I suspect if he described his symptoms more accurately, we'd be able to figure it out better. But pain in the shaft is not a typical symptom.
Sarah?
Yeah.
The doctor said you might have polycystic ovarian disease.
Yeah, I guess it's a syndrome. I don't know. I don't really, I tried to go on the internet and figure out what it was.
You should. I think the Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston has a big polycystic ovarian sort of, if not site, they have a huge study going on.
I went on a tour of it when I was in junior high.
But I couldn't, understand half of it.
All right, well, it's a common syndrome. Its hallmark is people are typically slightly overweight, and there's usually a multiple cyst formation in the ovaries, irregular periods. And the big reason for trying to identify this now is that it's associated with sort of a diabetic kind of condition. And it certainly is important to get on that very early, as it can prevent complications down the line.
Amanda?
Hello?
16?
Yeah.
What's up?
My boyfriends live in Arizona and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I only get to see him once a year, and I went to this party this past weekend, and I got a hickey from this guy. Mm-hmm. And, I want to know how to get rid of this hickey because it's so huge.
When are you going to see your boyfriend again?
May, for prom.
It'll be gone by May.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be gone by probably March.
My parents.
Oh, your parents.
Is it on your neck?
Yeah. It's really, really dark, too. It's, massive.
Oh, boy.
What kind of strategy is that?
Guys don't do that, do they?
I thought they stopped giving hickeys.
Well, women still kind of do that to sort of mark their territory a little bit, I think.
Guys giving hickeys, huh? Big on the neck. Drew, is there any way, ice,
Nothing.
a steak? What happened to putting a steak on something? That used to cure stuff.
Steak on the eye.
Putting a steak on that black eye?
Steak on black eye.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Amanda, that's before your time. Guys used to put a steak on their black eye.
Fred Flintstone would typically.
I don't know. Well, makeup would help, right?
I tried that. It doesn't work.
What's a hickey good for these days? 5 days, a week, something like that? It could be around for a little bit.
Maybe change your, where on the neck is it? In the front?
Yeah.
Can you wear high collars or bow tie? I don't know.
Drew, is there any possible excuse for a hickey or a hickey-like mark around the neck?
Like a tennis ball at full throttle.
Do you play any sports?
Yeah.
No.
An ice hockey puck.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Is there, I'm trying to think.
Yeah. But it really,
I know. Tell him you were doing a autoerotic asphyxiation experiment where you took your bathrobe tie and you tied it around your neck and you were hanging yourself while you're masturbating, and that's what caused the mark. That should suffice, right?
Yeah. And here's the deal with my parents. They don't want to hear about whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go, what is this? They just, whatever.
Yeah.
Move along.
Yeah, I don't know. Just wear a dickie or a bandana or something like that.
Bandana, there you go. That's going back.
Yeah, cultivate a look for a week or so until it goes away.
Scarf.
And we'll be back. Hey, Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Drew. All right.
We got to go have dinner with them, we do.
Yes. We have them lovely Middle Eastern food with System of a Down. I'm Adam. That's Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Let's hop back to the phones. And somebody says they have a cure for hickeys, a remedy for hickeys.
Look at that. Look at that. If you don't think I'm lame, look at that.
Punches the mic for the third time in the first hour. I know because it's one of our callers, it's going to be completely useless, but I'll indulge myself anyway. Jessica?
Yeah.
You're 18. How do you cure a hickey?
By either putting a spoon in the freezer and using it to, like, scrape it off, basically, or using a lipstick cap and twisting on the hickey, and it'll lighten it a lot. It's not useless information.
Okay, hold on.
What you're going to get instead is a giant wound of some type.
Using a frozen spoon to scrape it off?
Yeah, because the cold will, like, basically make it go away, I guess. It works.
That's a nice explanation. The cold will, it'll make it go away. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, now wait a second. I understand putting a cold on what is essentially a bruise in a sense, right? Is it a bruise to your body?
Yeah, it's a petechiae. It's a broken capillary.
And so taking a sack, filling it with ice, and putting it on the neck would probably help some, right?
No, in fact, heat is what accelerates the breakdown.
It up?
Yeah.
So better to put heat on it.
Yeah, I would suspect.
Now, the frozen spoon part and you scraping away, how does that work?
It doesn't make any sense at all.
It works. I don't know how it works, but it does.
You've done it.
I've done it. I've had friends do it.
Well, you know what it is. You turn your whole neck beet red and the hickey doesn't show up.
Yeah, and by the way, I've never heard that you use the spoon to scrape. You laid the spoon across it was what I always heard.
Or lay the spoon across it, whatever. It's like...
But
Well, no, wait a minute. Whatever. What did you do exactly?
Well, I usually use a lipstick cap.
So you haven't used the spoon.
How do you do the lipstick cap?
Like, you use it and put it on the hickey and start twisting kind of thing.
But what side of the lipstick cap do you use?
The open side.
Use the open side. So you put the open side of the lipstick cap on the hickey.
Uh-huh.
And you start twisting it like you're putting out a cigarette?
Yeah. That definitely worked. I tried that one.
And you just do it on the hickey area, not around it?
Yeah, on the hickey area.
What if you just took your thumb or a ballpoint pen or something?
Right.
Okay, thank you. How could that possibly work?
It couldn't. Or it doesn't make sense anyway. Maybe.
You take an open lipstick cap is it's like taking a thimble, the open end of a thimble, putting it on your neck and rubbing it into your neck. So basically, her remedy for a hickey is trauma.
Right.
To the affected area.
Right. I've never heard that you use the spoon to scrape. The spoon to scrape. That's good.
Okay. Well, you can try that. Open lipstick cap in a circle. Colin?
Yeah.
You're 29?
Hey, you guys are great.
Thanks.
And if I could give the Academy Award, you would win one for your 13-year-old Bill. Very funny.
Oh, thanks. Yes, playing the part of 13-year-old Bill.
Yes, it was very convincing.
Thank you.
I think he was playing Brittany, though.
I did switch to Brittany to a certain point.
That wasn't as good.
She played a convincing Bill, though, by the way. She stonewalled me all the way.
It's as if you played Bill yourself when you were 13.
Thank you. Oh, yes.
The world is your oyster. I mean, because that's all the world is.
Actually, the world is my oyster.
We may have a lightning round tonight, by the way.
Nope.
But the weather has changed. I'd like to get the weather and the timeout, maybe some traffic conditions.
Hey, Thursday you had questions about pulp and paper industry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, anything specific you want to know about?
No. It was just sort of, the guy called and said he worked at a pulp factory, and I asked him about 2 questions, and he faded immediately. He had no idea what I was talking about.
I'm not going to fade for you, man.
That's the comedy, see.
Yeah, it's better to make fun of people who call in. not smart people like you. So what's your question, Colin?
I don't have a question. I wanted to answer your questions.
About pulp. All right. I don't know. My question to him was here's my pulp question.
Are there pulp trees?
Pulp is made from wood.
Yes.
Right. And I'm asking, when you run a sawmill, a lumber mill, you have a lot of excess material, right? Does that excess, that sawdust, the chips, the stuff, the bark, the stuff they can't sell at the lumber store, does that go into manufacturing pulp?
Real quickly, chips are used to make paper only. Sawdust and other materials
gets reformed
are to make pressboard.
Right.
Sawdust and shavings.
How do you separate chips from sawdust?
Well,
no.
Chips are chips.
Yeah.
Chips are made from like the larger sections of a log.
Right. All right, and that goes into making the paper.
I love that Pacific Northwest. You spend time up there? It's so pretty.
Oh, I was raised there. No, I never go there. Thank you. Robin?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. I'm an opiate addict.
Mm-hmm.
I've been snorting like Tylox pills and such for about 4 years now.
Hold on. What kind of pills?
It's Vicodin. It's Vicodin, isn't it?
Like Vicodin, Tylenol, codeine type things.
You snort them, huh?
Yeah, I've been snorting them for about 4 years.
How long does that keep you high when you snort one of those?
About 4 hours, but you've been snorting them since you were 14.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The thing was is that my mother had the prescription and I would steal it from her.
Yeah, but at 14, to need that much help escaping feelings must have been just hell you were living in.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, it gets worse. So I tried heroin and such, and I overdosed, and I haven't tried it since. It's been a year and a couple months since I've done that. But I have a prescription for OxyContin now, and it's my prescription. I have, way too much of it, and I've been shooting it, like mainlining it.
How do you do that?
You take the coating off, you wash the coating off, crush it, mix it with water, cook it up, and then...
Non-sterile water, just plain water out of the tap?
Yeah.
You're going to get sick and die.
You will?
Yeah.
Shooting that?
Yeah, you're getting infection in your heart valves. You're going to get infection in your skin.
I know. I get infections in my veins all the time.
You're not going to live long.
But wait a minute, Drew. Doesn't cooking up that non-sterile water sterilize it?
Did she cook it?
Yeah,
Did you say you cooked it up?
I cook it, yeah.
Looks like she stirred it up.
Wouldn't you...
That's not going to do that much to it, though. Even so.
Okay, what should she do? You use some saline?
Is I want to go into rehab, and I know that if I go into rehab, I'm going to need to go into inpatient.
Yep. Have you ever been before?
No, I've been through detox, where I go in. I go in every day, and they'd give me a shot of buprenorphine.
Oh, Buprenex. Okay, how'd that work for you?
It got me through withdrawal, but it didn't help. The issue is that I'm an addict. I keep going back.
Right. Yeah. I mean that's just.
I want to know if should I take a leave of absence from school, because I don't want to leave school. I don't
take a semester off. Take a semester off before you totally screw up and fail out or get sick and die. Take a semester off. Do what you got to do to get that semester off, and take a semester and focus on your recovery.
Yeah,
you've got to do that, Robin. You've been an opiate addict since you were a young teenager.
In the big picture, that's nothing. And plus, you're sort of hobbled by this addiction anyway. You're not doing your best work.
You will either die in the meantime, or get sick and end up in a hospital, or really F up at school. And so it is time. You got to deal with this.
Okay.
Okay, just take the semester off. Look, listen, it's a medical problem. You deserve a semester off for medical issues. You'll get that. Any doctor treating this would give you that time off and disability, too. So,
what are you talking about?
I mean,
that time off.
In other words, she can have it medically endorsed, and if she
doesn't need to have it medically endorsed.
But if she's worried that the school will somehow, some schools are really nasty about this. It's like,
really?
Unless you can prove that you must have the semester off, they'll fail you.
If it's in the middle of a semester, you mean?
No matter any time.
You mean before you begin a semester?
You got to be able to show that there's a reason for this, and she has that reason. That's my point. Not all schools, but some. Okay. Listen, I had professors that said the only excuse they would accept was my death.
Did you? Oh, you didn't die.
I didn't die.
Well, yeah, but then you wouldn't be worried about the excuse. You wouldn't be coming back next semester.
They just don't.
But I mean, look, if you did your freshman and sophomore year, and before you came back from your junior year, you decided to go to Europe and work on your uncle's farm for a semester before you came back.
Yeah, many schools would support that. But again,
can't you just come back when you want to come back? What are you finishing?
Some schools don't go for that.
All right, you could get away with that.
Yeah,
she's going to a junior college. For
she's going to a cooking school.
Oh, well, please, what do they care? Here's the Pam. Here's a crack an egg with one hand.
Ooh, Adam, Todd, 27.
Fairly old Todd.
Yes, hello?
Who?
Hello?
Wow.
Wow.
See how he sounds like Grandpa Todd.
He's got about another month.
Yeah.
What's up there, Todd?
Okay, my question is, why is it that when I fart or when someone farts, it doesn't smell especially horrible to me, but can be extremely offensive to other people in the room, and vice versa?
Well, now,
even if we've all eaten the same food and stuff like that, I would think.
So you take great offense to other people's gas. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not really too hip to do that, right, Adam? You don't really get offended by other people's gas, do you? You sort of take great pride in other people's accomplishments sometimes.
Like any, serious competitor.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like it when
sport.
Yeah, when a guy hits a ball over your head and over the back.
I respect it.
Yeah,
though.
you don't like it, but
I'm not hoping the guy hits it over my head, but I can appreciate. He's a trained athlete,
right?
And I respect it.
You find it less pleasant than if it were your own gas,
which he enjoys immensely.
Yes,
right. And why is that? It's the food has gone through the same process.
Yeah,
I think it should smell the same to him regardless of where it's coming from.
Well, you have two questions here. One is why are you more offended by other people's gas, which is like why are you more offended by other people's saliva than your own?
Or BO.
Well, not
whatever.
Offended.
Okay, listen, that's a retarded question.
And that's how you got too much energy on this.
Doesn't deserve an answer.
Yeah.
Then the second one is an interesting one, which is, and I'll defer to Drew on this, although we've had many conversations on and off the air about this, which is if two guys sit down and eat exactly the same thing, why does it manifest itself in nasty gas on one person and maybe no gas in another person?
Because the nasty smell comes primarily from methane produced by bacteria in your colon, and the bacteria that live in balance with your body are different individual to individual. And some of us are blessed with methane-producing bacteria, and some have little or none.
And that bacteria cannot be eradicated, right? That's in you?
That's it's sort of your relationship with the environment.
So, for instance, I can eat garlic and have no difficulties.
Right.
Drew can eat garlic, and North America can have a difficulty.
That's right.
Right?
And I can be sick, too. I can be ill. And bring everyone along with me.
The answer to this question, too, could be how come some people are allergic to peanuts and other people aren't?
Or why some people have BO, or some people sweat.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like they both eat the same peanut, one person dies.
Right.
The other guy doesn't, the other guy enjoys the rest of the flight.
That's right.
Okay, same thing. We're all different. That's the way God made us. That's the answer. John?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, there's this girl that I really like, and we're really good friends. And, I'm thinking about, maybe I want to get closer. But, all our friends, they're all skaters and stuff. And they don't like me. And we were at the football game.
They're all skaters?
Yeah, they're all skaters.
What kind of skater?
I don't know. I don't
skaters?
want to, diss on all skaters because I like some of them. But they're stupid. They're immature. And, I just don't get along with them.
Skateboard skaters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and you're a biker, right?
No, I don't.
Or you're a jock. Oh, maybe. Are you a soch?
Yeah.
Are you a greaser?
No.
Soch.
Wait a minute. What was the? I'm trying to think of that. That movie. That were Matt Dillon. No, not Grease. What was that Matt Dillon movie? Give me that Matt Dillon one. The Outsiders. Yeah, like soches and greasers and all that. All right. So you're a jock?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. She's a skateboarder.
No, she's just like.
All her friends are.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I guess. Okay.
All right. So who cares?
Yeah, well,
you like her, and does she like you?
She says she just wants to be really close friends.
No.
Well,
you're screwed.
If you could get her friends to stop riding a skateboard, she would love you.
And there's a reason she likes sort of antisocial guys. Okay, and if you're not that, you ain't on her list of attractions.
Well, she ain't into you, John.
She's into guys that are sort of counterculture.
Right.
Peripheral.
Whatever it is, you're too straight for her.
I'm too straight. Okay.
Yeah. Why are you attracted? Well, what's he attracted to? All that? He's a fixer.
No, I don't know. I've been attracted to girls that were little. Okay.
Yeah, but I know where that comes from in you. For Christ's sake, you were
How dare you? Now listen to me.
In fact, I'm surprised that it hasn't gone on.
Listen, how dare you? The reason it hasn't perpetuated itself is because it was never part of me.
And because
how dare
14 years of therapy.
No, let me tell you.
Finally got that one out.
You want to know what I'm attracted to? Yeah, you think my mom?
Quiet, lazy, what?
Thank you. I like the same qualities in a woman as I like in a dog.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
I like them black.
Oh, God.
I like them quiet and lazy, and I like them jumping in the pool every once in a while, chase down a tennis ball.
And no bark.
And
silent.
No barking. And I want them to crap out in the yard. No, listen. How dare you, Drew? Yes, my mother's a little bit of a piece of work. And
you were sort of...
It took a little propping up. But here's what I'm into, chick-wise, and I've always been into. And I've told my family this, much to their dismay. I sized them up quite nicely and went the exact opposite.
Of the parents, your parents. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm attracted to women that are the exact opposite of my mom, which is, slender and employed. Those are the two things I'm looking for in a woman. So I'm not looking for a project. I'm actually looking for the opposite.
Okay.
How dare you? Okay. But I have been into chicks just because they were cute, and sometimes they're a little punk or they're a little whatever, and they're still hot.
You think is that nasty quality that you like?
No, I just people have their own way, regardless of what color their hair is or what.
No, but let's dissect a little bit. What is the attraction built on? It's not style. It's something more primitive, right?
In my life, I've been attracted to a few girls who have been, a little on the outside.
But what is this? Just think about it.
The quality is they were just cute. They just happened to come up in this package.
Not some wildness or something.
I would have preferred them to be more normal.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
And the deal is those girls ain't into 14-year-old jocks.
Yeah.
They're too straight.
Yeah.
They're not bad boys. And they need a bad boy. So John needs to find someone whose daddy loved them.
Yeah.
And doesn't need a bad boy.
He'll be a lot happier in the long run.
Right.
Don't look for projects.
And if they tell you, I just want to be friends right now, then that's friends forever. Jaime?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's up?
I want to know if pot smoking can affect your emotions.
Yeah.
Tire you out.
What specifically are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like, I'm an occasional pot smoker. Like, not all the time. I'm maybe once every 3 months.
Yeah.
And the other day, I smoked out with this one girl. Just fell completely head over heels for her. I've been feeling this way ever since.
Was she a girl that you had known before and not thought of that way?
It's the first time I met her.
Do you think you might have felt that way even if you weren't smoking pot?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you asking?
Like, but will the pot have anything to do with it? Is it like...
Well, let me ask my question again. Do you think that you would have felt this way about her whether you were high or not?
Actually, I don't know.
Okay. So she's not really your type? She's not really somebody you'd be attracted to normally?
No, she's completely different from me.
Right, but suddenly, pow, there you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that can happen. I don't know of any objective evidence that that's the case, but it makes sense to me that something like that can happen. That just sort of, that's at your age, 16, that sort of that crush or that infatuation is so powerful when it opens up. It makes sense to me if you were in sort of a state where you were vulnerable to that kind of experience. Once you're in it, pow, you can't get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It becomes obsessional at that age. Somebody's either in or they're out. When they're in, that's it. They're in.
Well, isn't it sort of like, do you ever have a dream about somebody?
Yes.
Like maybe a sexual dream, or just a dream where the whole focus of the dream is about this person that you don't think you think about that much, and you wake up and you kind of like them?
And then
you're thinking about
them. And the next day you relate to them differently if you see them.
Yeah, you see them next day and you kind of think, well, I know it was a dream, but I still think they might know.
Is that why you behaved so differently today when you walked in?
Yeah, I had a dream I raped you anally. I should have said something.
I'm so honored.
So, Jaime over there.
So either way, he's in. You know, it doesn't matter.
He likes her. He likes her. Big deal.
I think the fact that he's questioning it is good. I think whenever you get a crush like that at 16, you ought to really look at it carefully, you know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't necessarily just go with it.
And don't smoke too much weed.
Well, he's not. Once every 3 months, he said.
Well, you know our callers, they lie.
Yeah,
Mandy?
I believed him. Mandy didn't get the vibe. Mandy.
Right. I don't know. You sound like a burner to me.
22, no.
Mandy, 22.
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I've been having a problem recently, and I have had a child. I do have a little boy, and recently when I've been going to the bathroom, I guess when I poop, there's been a lot of blood.
How long ago was the pregnancy?
My son is almost 4.
You were 18. Did you have hemorrhoids during the pregnancy?
No, but I had one afterwards.
All right, so why aren't you... First of all, you need to take some iron tablets, right? And you need to take stool softeners. Make sure the iron doesn't constipate you, make the bleeding worse. And then you need to go see a doctor and have a sigmoidoscopy so they can look in there and see where this bleeding is coming from.
Okay.
You engaged in any ass bleeding behavior, such as anal sex?
Yes, my husband and I do occasionally.
All right. Good times.
That's going to make this worse, and I would suggest you not do that until you've seen someone about this.
Is he the father of the child?
Of course.
All right, very nice.
Good times.
And have you told him that you have a little bleeding down there?
Yeah, he
laughs maniacally.
Worried. He got a little worried with me one time, and it was a couple days ago. He was yelling at me for it, and he said, that's not normal. And I said, well, I'll figure out something.
All right, honey, you dodged your bullet because I'm going to go easy this time.
Okay.
What do you mean you're going to do something about it?
Well, he's been telling me that I should go to a doctor and go see a doctor, but I wasn't sure if it would go away because it was a hemorrhoid and I had one before.
That's a reasonable thought. However, worst case scenario, this is cancer or inflammatory bowel disease.
What do women get at 22?
Rare. They get hemorrhoids, but it needs to be checked out.
I got my ass checked at the doctor a few months ago. I was telling you about that.
Yeah.
And he put that glove on, and he said, well, I know you had one of these before, and here comes again, and I'd never had one before.
Oh, is that right?
But
you tried to convince me to do it.
Seemed like he was on a roll, so I didn't want to stop him and get into the nuances about, popping my rectal cherry. So I just, I let him go at it.
You took it.
Yeah. Took it like a man.
Break.
I'm going to take a break?
Yeah.
All right. When we come back, who are we going to talk to?
Chris.
His penis hurts after masturbating, but not always. We'll get to that after this. Hey, everybody. It's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We're going to speak to Chris now, who's 16. Chris, his penis hurts after masturbating.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not every time.
No, just like, I don't know, sometimes it happens. It's really random.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe it's your grip.
The shaft hurts?
It's more up towards the top.
The tip hurts?
Yeah.
Does it hurt when you pee?
No, that's like the relief.
The pee makes it better?
Yeah, but then it comes back as soon as I'm done.
And is it like an aching at the tip?
Kind of. It's like something's trying to burst out of there or something.
Does it radiate down towards your groin at all, or just stay right at the tip?
Stays right at the tip.
Well, is there any irritation right at the tip, like a little burning at the tip?
No.
Because probably, that suggests some sort of irritation of the urethra, the tube you're putting stuff out with.
Yeah.
And are you sexually active?
Yeah.
So it could be a urethritis. You could have a little infection there.
Okay.
So you might just talk.
Well, it's been happening as long as I can remember.
So before you were sexually active, you had this. Well, that's just you.
Oh.
Semen can kind of irritate the urethra a little bit sometimes.
Well, it doesn't happen every time. How many times out of 10 does it happen?
Like 0.5.
So rare.
Yeah.
All right. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah,
he probably just irritates the urethra with some soap or whatever he's using.
Small price to pay for beating off. Robert?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I'm going out with this girl. She's 18 years old, and she has 2 kids, and I just had sex with her, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, boy.
She has 2 kids?
Yeah.
At 18, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to do your voice read for a second?
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I get virgin.
I get virgin, too.
14 years old.
What? Yeah? Where'd you meet her?
I met her at a bowling alley.
How?
I was bowling. It was an Odyssey night bowling, and she was in that. We have it where you share, like, there's one on one side and there's one other on the other side, and you share, like, that little spot, and she was on the other side.
And what, she struck up a conversation with you?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then it just kind of went on from there. We became friends, and then it...
So you've been seeing her for a little while?
Yeah.
Did you use a condom when you had sex?
No, she said she was on birth control.
Ooh.
Well, she's got them 2 kitties.
At 18.
Now, where's her old man? Out of the picture?
Yeah, or I guess they still talk as friends, and that's another thing I'm kind of worried about. He's 20, and her dad, she had one of the kids when she was really, really young, because her dad molested her.
Was it her dad's kid?
Yeah. That's what she said.
Wow. Well, she fits the profile.
Yeah. And by the way, when you have like a 3-year-old, you usually don't brag that it's your dad's kid. It's something you'd like to keep under your hat.
Well,
and
she's kind of like really
a little out there,
depressed, and like just
hold on. I'm going to get depressed in a second. Is she raising these kids?
Yeah, she is. Her mom doesn't want anything to do with her.
Well, you don't want that mom and dad involved with this, do you?
No.
I don't know.
Well, shouldn't the dad raise his son with his daughter?
For his abuse farm?
Her dad is in prison.
Good.
Okay. I'll tell you, if I start a band, Abuse Farm is going to be one of my top title choices. All right. Well, listen.
I know you're not going to like this, Adam, but she's in City College.
She's in City College.
Yeah.
Fine. That's purgatory. That's City College.
Yeah.
That's where the damned go to rot.
Yeah.
Who think they're going to 4-year and never end up there. It's purgatory. It's what purgatory is to heaven is or hell.
Yeah.
That's what City College is. It's a big waiting room.
Yeah.
She'll leave there when she's in her 40s with no degree.
Well,
Robert, Robert, you're in way over your 14-year-old head. And I can tell you that this girl has troubles that at age 14 you couldn't even begin to understand.
Right.
You can hear them. You know
you kind of feel
she's
them.
effed up,
Yeah.
but you don't even know we haven't even scratched the surface of her real problems.
Yeah.
And you're going to get caught up in this.
Well, see, what I'm most worried about is that, see, she's, like I said, she's really depressed, and maybe if I break up with her, or...
No. Don't worry.
She might tell my parents, or she might hurt herself.
No.
Well, Robert, it's great that you're concerned
if she
about
makes any of those threats, you call the cops.
Yeah, absolutely. And if she tells your parents, listen, she's actually guilty of molestation. It's not just the guys that can sexually abuse young people. You understand? A 14-year-old, 18-year-old female.
Yeah.
That's sexual abuse.
Yeah. Got to get out of there.
And so she has... What would be her motivation in alerting everybody to the fact that she's committed a crime? Think about that.
And Drew, when you have a kid via your dad, what are the chances that kid comes out normal?
I guess they're okay. I mean,
do we overstate that as a society to try to keep that stuff down?
We certainly make a big deal about it.
And we make a big deal like if 2 first cousins get together.
It's not a good idea.
Kid's going to come out like Anderson or something.
Right. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, though. Here's a phone number, 1-800-448-4663. 1-800-448-4663 or 1-800-394-HOPE, H-O-P-E. Give one of these a call and talk about this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's just dump her.
He needs to dump her, but he needs some support through this,
Support? Just dump her. He's 14.
14. He has this
he's
fish
made
on the line.
You made a rubber 14. It's snap right back into shape. Kevin?
Yes.
You're 20?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Well, I have a question. My roommate, he took this substance called colon blow.
Colon blow?
Yeah. Jimmy took that.
What is that?
Okay,
What is
and I have a question. If I told him to go see a doctor about how many times he uses the bathroom a day, and he defecates about 6 to 7 times a day.
I got a fart.
No.
And that doesn't...
What is it about the male that talking about the colon elicits fart?
I don't know. I just had a fart came on, right?
Unacceptable.
When he started talking about defecation. See if Drew can get
That's a good one.
I don't know. Now, don't flatter me. If it doesn't smell, I don't want you to say anything.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything there. No, it's nothing there.
I was poised, though, ready to get real quite affected.
Colon blow, right? Yeah.
And he takes it all the time?
No, he took it just once. He just wanted to do it just to clean out his colon.
What is it?
Hey, it's some kind of husk or something you take.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, a little bit here.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Like I said, you're just trying to flatter me, trying to make me feel better. It's too late. you take this thing, and like in the commercial, they tell you you have a bowel movement that's like 6 foot long and continuous. And Jimmy took this stuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything.
Okay, because I mean,
well, but if you have a bowel movement 6-7 times a day, he needs to see some. That's diarrhea. That's what that is.
It is?
That's a frequent stool. And
You just tell him not to use it anymore.
No, he used it once.
Yeah, but has he been having bowel movements 6-7 times a day for how long?
Let's ask him.
How long's it been?
Ever since you used it.
How long ago was that?
Yep. Okay.
About 4 months ago.
4 months, Adam. 4 months.
Oh, but what about that answer? Ever since he used it.
It's a Loveline answer. Classic.
We're going to write that down, Kevin.
But listen, this is not about the colon blow or whatever the hell that crap is. He needs to. It's diarrhea. Something's going on, and he really has to be seen.
Okay.
The list is a mile long. What could be causing it?
Michael?
Hello?
You're 22?
22.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
All right. All right. I'm going to go back and forth with him. Let me just talk. Hang on, Michael. We'll get back to you. Sarah?
Yes.
You're 20?
Yes.
What's your question?
Well, let's see here. I'm starting a psychotherapy tomorrow. And what it's about is I got into a car accident about a year ago. And it was a really bad accident. Rolled like 8 times. Blase. Well, anyway, because I haven't driven since. And so I get behind the wheel, I get the panic attacks, I search for my bottle of Xanax, the whole thing.
Ooh, how much Xanax are you taking?
No, actually, that was a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of dry sense of humor. So anyway, I start tomorrow for my panic attacks. My physical therapist recommended me because, I get treatment for soft tissue damage. And
are you okay now physically?
Yeah.
Did you have any
my neck hurts, I get headaches, but...
Did you have any head trauma?
No, I didn't,
Okay.
actually.
All right.
The driver did. I was passenger. She just had a concussion.
How'd your car roll 8 times?
Well, we were on a road trip. I was passenger, and we were coming back from New Mexico. I was living in Utah at the time. We were somewhere in Arizona, and truth is we were smoking pot. And, yeah, I know. And, well, we just kind of weren't paying attention to the road, and she drove off into...
hold on. A chick you let a chick drive?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
You had to know this was going to happen sooner or later. You got a gal behind the wheel.
I know. Tell me about it.
Of course, she drove off the road.
And
you're lucky you're
we
still
went
alive.
to the medium. She freaked out. She overcorrected. We were going like 80. We spun out on the freeway like a 360, hitting the other side of the road. It caused the car to roll 8 times.
What kind of car was it?
Acura Legend. Great car to roll in, to tell you, because we should have died. But we didn't. I just had soft tissue damage. She had a minor concussion.
Yeah, do you have airbags and stuff?
We did, but they didn't go off because that has to be like a head-on collision.
Oh, my
I actually
God.
asked
It's
the insurance
interesting.
company why it didn't go off.
Yeah, because you didn't have any, like, bumper contact.
I know there wasn't. It just has to be a head-on collision, I guess, but since the rolling with side movement.
Yeah, you're just on the roof, on the wheels, on the roof, on the wheels.
Yeah,
They have head bags now.
Yeah, they got these side curtains and stuff, but didn't have it in this one.
I know. I was.
All right, so good times.
So I know, good times.
Now you're freaked out about driving.
Well, I don't drive. I just don't. And I just moved out here to LA about 8 months ago, and I take the bus, and it's a pain in the ass,
You don't drive because you're freaked out.
I'm absolutely freaked out.
All right.
But my main question is, I'm starting therapy tomorrow for my panic attacks. But I'm looking at this as an opportunity because therapy is a wonderful thing to be able to, get some real therapy.
Good. Yeah.
For some other stuff,
Right.
We all have had a fun life, and there's a lot of things to talk about.
All right.
But my dilemma is, this is a lawsuit. There's going to be a settlement out of this. If and the doctor's reports will go back to the insurance company.
You guys suing the guy who sold you the dime bag?
So you want to know,
No, you
can
get
you
into
get...
an accident. The reason why we pay insurance is you get a settlement out
So
of
your
it.
question is, can you get continued psychotherapy for a
what it is-
specific phobia?
Well, not really. I know I'm going to get treated for my phobia for my driving, and then this insurance thing will be over. I'll get my settlement. But the thing is, if I talk to this therapist about, my past life and things that have not past life.
What kind of money are you looking at getting, by the way?
It's just going to be like $5,000-6,000. Nothing big.
No.
It's going to buy me my car because by then I'll be ready to drive.
Oh, that's
But
nothing.
my thing is,
You rolled 8 times. It's only like $750 a roll.
$750 a roll.
All right,
It's
so
really
listen.
not that much.
So what?
What it is if I walk into this office tomorrow and I say my life's been great and I kind of don't talk about things that have happened and that I've been fine up into this accident, then that's going to help out my case. But if I go in there and we start talking about things that have really happened in my past, then the insurance company is going to see these reports, and I'm afraid that they're going to say, well, she was emotionally unstable. The accident was just kind of a trigger to these panic attacks.
Discuss this with your therapist going in. That doesn't have to be documented that you had that discussion.
That's what I was thinking. I was asking him
That
not to document.
Well, what did happen?
With
your life,
your past, yeah.
Just about everything.
No.
Parents divorce. I was in a little bit of molestation when I was a kid. Some
sprinkling of
drug use.
molestation,
Just about everything.
Sexual abuse light.
Yeah, your
Light sexual
regular
abuse.
dysfunctional life.
We've all had a smattering of sexual abuse,
yeah, of
usually around the holidays.
But
Sarah, you
all right, wait a minute. Well, first off, here's the reality. The reality is they probably have a point. The insurance company does.
Yeah, but I don't see.
You hate to look at it that way.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't.
They're not gonna.
I don't think they're gonna do it that way.
No, she wasn't driving. She wasn't driving.
No.
I mean, what the
She
hell?
was just high in the past.
She had all phobics, even all post-traumatic stress reactions are somewhat dependent on your pre-morbid state, the state you're in psychologically moving in. But that doesn't really matter about the fact that you have post-traumatic stress. You
call
understand?
it a pre-morbid state?
Pre-med, before this disease started, before this condition started.
Right.
Not pre-death. Pre-morbid meaning morbidity of the disease.
Right. But what I had a buddy who rolled a car and got in a horrible accident about that age, and he was about 20, maybe he's 18. He was like in his next car and burning out of the parking lot. The next.
He's a drug addict, though.
No, not drug addict at all.
Yes.
No, great.
Must have been.
No, just great parents, and everything was good with him.
Oh, so he had no PTSD.
He had nothing on his plate.
Yeah. Well,
There's
that's the point.
Nothing in his dryer to tumble.
That's the point. That if you don't have something going on, you might not get PTSD. So that would preclude them ever treating it.
Yes, I think that PTSD and back injury, it's all the same. You got to have something there before the injury. A little something to get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I know about the back.
Yeah. Go to the shrink and tell him whatever you want to tell him.
Tell him the whole story.
It'll be between the two of you. And
right.
Good,
tell
good
him the
time.
whole story.
Good time. He's hot, right in the middle. Fast 40 minutes radio. Let's check the time real fast. It's 11:46 straight up. That's 14 minutes away from the top of the hour. 12 minutes. I'm in Wichita. Woo! You're right back there in the middle. Let's check some temps. Lancaster, Palmdale's checking in 53. Burbank's coming in at 55. La Cunada, Flint Ridge areas coming in a cool 49. Glendale, 65 degrees. 65 Rancho Cooper, Encino, 63. 50 in Pasadena. 55 El Cajon Park's coming in at 28 degrees. And it's freezing in Eagle Rock. Let's hop on the boat, start the people are going to make the show go round. Like, are you ready? Hot, ready to rock and roll here. Let's start the bones. And Dr. Courtney.
How's the traffic?
Over there. Courtney,
Hey.
Traffic, we got a little slow and go on the 405 over there. There's a single alert on the 110 over there. And a motorcycle down in left lane on 101. So that's going to back you up all the way up to the 110. Again.
Heard they're just out of lanes.
Just out of lane. San Fernando coming in 55 degrees. Chatsworth coming in at 63. San Bernardino 65 degrees. Studio City a cool 52. Newhall, Saugus area checking in at 55.
Nice.
And it's
What time is
50
it?
even. It looks like. Check time real fast. 11:47 and 25 seconds. That's 12 minutes and 35 seconds away from the top of the hour straight up. Courtney's on line 1. 15's got a problem. Courtney calling in from Bel Air on line 1. On line 1, Courtney from Bel Air. Line 1. Courtney?
Hi.
Hey, you're 50.
Hi,
What's
Courtney.
going on there, Toots?
What's up?
Thanks for calling the show. Pretty jumping up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to check in some of those temperatures later. We got a traffic report coming up, too. What's going on there? Let's check the time coming up, too. What's going on?
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, hold on a second. Let's check the time. It's 11:47. 11:48 straight up. 12 minutes away from the top of the hour. Lancaster, Palmdale area checking in 52 degrees. Let's get back to the phone. Talk to Courtney. Courtney?
Hi.
Age 15. What's on? Line 1. Line 1.
Hi.
Wow, what's going on there?
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I've been in lots of relationships, and as soon as I get out of a relationship, I always get in another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm never.
Canoga Park's checking in 52. Eagle Rock area checking in 55. Chris 55. Stay tuned for a traffic checkup. We're going to take a look at the time coming up there too. Yeah, Courtney?
Yeah.
So you always are in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
You can't be alone.
No, you can't be alone. Drew?
You need to be alone.
I just made her alone. Let's check the time real fast. 11:48 and 45 seconds. That's 11 minutes and 15 seconds away from the top of the hour, straight up. Back down the middle of the line around. I'm Ace Rock Gold's good old part of Dr. Drew. Check some time, some weather, and some traffic.
Real common for people to
Let's hop
have
on the
difficulty being alone,
phones
especially
and
at that
talk to
age.
Matt. Matt is
And
18.
realize
Matt's on
it's
line
important
5 calling in
for
from
her
Agora Hills.
to be alone.
Agora Hills checking in at 49 degrees, by
Because
the way.
without
18
that,
years
she'll never
old, Matt.
develop a
Let's
sense
check
of
the
herself.
time. 11:49 and 10 seconds. That is 10 minutes and 50 seconds away from the top of the hour. Straight up, Ace Rock Gold's good.
So,
Matt?
She needs to do what she can to spend a
You
little
got a
time
problem,
alone.
buddy?
Yeah, I just had a question.
What's wrong? Encino checking in at 55 degrees.
All right, first of all, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No
You got a question,
problem.
man?
I just wanted to know.
Slow go on the 405. That's going to go all the way out to the airport. A lot of you going out the airport might want to get off at Latiera. Take that. Go ahead.
See a lot of brake lights out there?
A lot of brake lights. Slow and go out there. Slow and go. Sig alert. Go ahead.
All right, there's times when I have sex with my girlfriend, and I have sex with her, and we're going. Like,
yeah.
All right. And our
I hear that, brother.
There's no problem.
Hold on. A little too much information, huh, buddy? Let's check time real fast. 11:49 and 55 seconds straight up. That is 5 seconds and 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. Straight up the window. Matt, you're knee deep in your girlfriend. What's going on there, buddy?
Yeah, so there's times when I will ejaculate, and I will have, a cum, and there's
whoa, a little more information I need to hear. Yeah.
All right, and there's times when I won't, and I don't know what that is.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Huh?
You doing medication?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take medication.
What are you on there, brother?
I take Zoloft and Calipress.
That'll do it.
You have ADD or something?
Yeah.
The Zoloft will definitely give you trouble like that.
Let me tell you something.
That's what's happening.
I was on Zoloft for a while after me and my second wife broke up, and I'll tell you right now, it was like filling my nuts with sawdust. It dried that plane right up.
Really?
Gobi Desert in there.
So you wouldn't have any time where you nutted.
I jacked off a cactus, came out of it. Seriously, Lancaster, Palmdale area checking in 52 degrees. Burbank coming in at 48 degrees. And La Cañada, Flint Ridge area coming in at a warm 61 degrees. Glendale 55, Rancho Cucamonga's coming in at 51, Encino 52. Pasadena's coming in at 55 degrees and 53 at El Cajon.
Ace, I got to make a long ride home. How's it going to be?
Where are you going? You taking the 110? Slow and go, motorcycle down. Watch out for brake lights. Watch out for brake lights. That's the thing behind the car.
I heard Caltrans might be out
Caltrans out there. Give him a break, huh, buddy? Let's go. We'll check the time in a second. Yeah, check that. It's 11:51 and 20 seconds. That's 8 minutes and 40 seconds away from the top of the hour. Hop back to the phones. Line 1. Speak to Jim is on line 1. Calling west of the Rockies. Calling from Phoenix, line 1. Line 1.
West of the Rockies?
National show. Line 1. Calling from Phoenix. We do a national show. He's calling from Phoenix. Go ahead, Jim.
Hello, I have a problem.
Yeah. What are we on out there? KDAY out there? Yeah, they got themselves 55,000 watt flamethrower out there. I'll tell you what. Go ahead there.
I'm 17, and last night I guess I had sex with my girlfriend.
You broke yourself off a piece. Yeah, good times there, buddy. High five.
Yeah, I'm a virgin.
Slow and go on the 405, by the way. Yep.
I have a question. I had sex with her, but I didn't actually, have an orgasm.
No orgasm.
Or anything.
Igor, I'm checking in 55.
Do you guys consider, I
Whoa. A little young for the F word, wouldn't you say? That's a good enough time to check some of the temperatures going on around South there. San Fernando checking in 55, San Gabriel's going to 52, Chatsworth coming in 53, 55, San Bernardino, Studio City in my hometown coming in 60 degrees, 61 degrees, Newhall Saugs, Duluth Lake checking in 52 degrees. Slow and go on the 405. We got a sig alert on the 110. We got a motorcycle down in traffic lanes. Look out for brake lights there on the 110.
Ace, did you fart again?
No, I didn't fart there. I don't know where that's coming from. May have just moved and releasing some of the upholstery. Could have been in my pants or in the seat I'm on. Let's hop back on the phones, Drew, see what we can do with it.
No.
Dr. Drew, hot. Let's check the phones real fast. It's 11:52. 11:53, straight up, 7 minutes away from the top of the hour. The was a good part over there, Dr. Drew. You don't want to speak to Joey over there? Who you want to talk to? Let's, I'll tell you what, let's go to line 5. We'll speak to Chloe.
Put that on hold there, guys.
Chloe's calling from Oregon, 18, Oregon, line 5, national show, Oregon. Go ahead, Chloe, calling from Oregon.
Yeah, I have a problem. I'm addicted to sex.
Yeah, what are we on? KPSD out there? They got stuff 55. I'm a flamethrowers playing all the hits all the time. Yeah. Addicted to sex. Hey, when's the next flight going to Oregon? I'd like to get in on some of that. Twinkie hole, baby. Woo! What are you looking like, baby?
What?
How many guys?
What?
How many guys are you?
A lot.
Put it this way. When's the last time?
Chloe, I'm going to give you a number real quick before your poll.
I'm going to give you guys the number. The 405 still slow and go. A lot of brake lights. You might want to use the Latier exit over there.
You in Portland?
Sig alert on the 110. A motorcycle down left lane of 101. And a truck carrying a load of used tires have capsized over on the 5. So you're going to want to avoid that. Try to use the Dodger Stadium exchange. 11:54 and 20 seconds right now. That is 40 seconds and 5 minutes away from the top of the hour. Straight up, Dodger.
Yeah, I've got a 503-257-2558.
Oh, what freeway is that and what temperature?
Yeah, it looks like probably the closest thing we're going to get for you.
Chloe, you addicted to sex, Harry?
Yeah.
And look into SA. Let's see if I can find some SA numbers for you. Yeah. You can call AAA locally if you want, and they would refer you over to any SA meetings locally.
All right, Chloe?
Okay.
Chloe
you do need to go to some meetings.
Chloe calling from Oregon, National Radio, National, Oregon. Line 5. All right, let's take ourselves a break.
I got one. 800. Here's a good number for you. 800-234-0420. 800-234-0420.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. Quick weather update, and then checking the traffic, and we'll take checking the time after that. Hey, everybody. Well, there you go. That's Loveline. I hope we all learned a very, very valuable lesson.
That weather, traffic, and time.
Very important in radio.
Yes.
We're going to start that at the top of the show and just run it all the way through
that's
tomorrow
good.
night.
That's good.
Okay. And you're going to tell me what guests are coming up here on Loveline coming up shortly? Yes. All right. Not this second, but just in general. We'll put that thing up there. All right. No one tomorrow night, though, right? Good time.
All right.
That means more weather, more traffic, and
more you.
More me, and more you. So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo. Pretend my mouth is a vagina. I was like, hey, Doc, I'm this close to effing you in the face. You're lucky I haven't had a beer. I'd hop right on you.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.